Alex, you don't have anything to share. And then Tasbir, you said Saeed should be presenter?
I know, Siwan. S-I-Y-U.
That's right.
Lin? Yeah.
Yep. All right, Alex, you want to go ahead and kick things off?
Sure. Welcome, everyone. This is Alex Liang. I'm a data scientist at American Tire Distributors. So I'm one of the two key kind of organizers of this event, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. So at the event, first of all, it's going to be an awesome hackathon event. We have a great data science problem for you guys to solve. We have a great technology partner, Oracle, today to show you guys some of the cloud services they will provide as additional computing resources to you guys. So you guys are welcome to use any one of their cloud computing services they will provide. So the purpose for today's meeting would be to introduce you guys to the Oracle Cloud Computing Platform. So later on, the Oracle team will go into some of the details. But yeah, so I think today the session is going to be more informative. Maybe some Q&A session at the end. But feel free to learn as much as possible from this session. We'll have another session on Monday. So if you know a team member or another team who are also interested in this, please encourage them to also tune in next Monday. We'll also be sending out some other background information about problem data set, about the challenge, and other stuff about the hackathon event earlier next week. So also look out for more emails. So yeah, I think that's it from my end. Tasbir, feel free to kick off.
Thank you, Alex. Great to be here. Welcome everybody. Siwan, if you could please share your screen and with the title slide.
Yeah, Scott, could you please pass me the presenter rights?
Yeah, you have presenter rights.
I don't see it on my screen right now. Could you pass me the presenter right? I think it's okay. Cool.
Yes. There you go. All right, so as we're pulling that up, thank you everybody for joining. We are excited to be the technology partner for ATD Hackathon. And if you could go to the agenda slide, we have a short, overview section where we want to talk to you about what we're doing, what we're offering as a partner to this event for ATD. And what this event means for you and the platform from a learning perspective. We will, in an overview, do a quick review of the one-pager that you should have already received. If not, please reach out to us to make sure that you've received that information. And then Mark from our team will overview the platform that you'll have access to. And then Siwan and Dhruti will be going through a sample use case that will show you how you could leverage the platform that you have access to, Oracle's cloud platform, that you will have access to create an end-to-end use case that will give you an opportunity to learn an enterprise-grade platform. Also create the most comprehensive solution that you could possibly do. The idea here is for you not to have to learn too many things, but to be able to create, in a short frame of time, the best use case, based on the problem statement. And then at the end of today's session, we'll have some question and answers. And you can also put in your questions in the chat section as we go along. Siwan, if you could please go to the one-pager. Okay, so most of you should have received this one page. It kind of gives you an overview of what we're offering, and we will go through that. Basically, most of you are familiar with notebooks. We're going to offer you a notebook in the cloud, and what basically you do is instead of doing anything locally, you would have access to object store, you would have access to a data warehouse, an autonomous database. and then an Oracle's powerful analytics cloud. And all that should be integrated into one solution for you so that you're not spending time spinning things up or connecting to things. You should be able to just launch and go through this. For your benefit, we have added some documentation and some hands-on labs. Jupyter Hub, for instance, if you click on that link, if you could just show the Jupyter Hub link real quick. Basically, this gives you an overview of Jupyter Hub. And the documentation here should be very, you should be very familiar with it. It's just a notebook that lets you collaboratively work as a team. Additionally, we have two hands-on labs. One is our Oracle, autonomous database. This is, the leading edge database data warehouse solution available in the market. For your, in this case, it's built. It's self-scaling and self-preparing and indexing, so you don't have to worry about any admin function. Just connect to it, and you should be able to report out of it. The lab looks like next tab, please. The lab basically guides you through everything. You can create a short, a quick trial environment. It doesn't cost you anything. It will just validate who you are, authenticate, and then let you walk through this. I highly recommend you go through this and see how easy it is to, leverage this. And then after that, we also have provided a similar workshop for Oracle Analytics Cloud. Very similar to this. Start up, in the same trial instance. Just go through this. Go through the hands-on lab. If you click on the hands-on lab access lab links one, please. You will see that there's a hamburger menu on the left-hand top corner, and that will walk you through for both labs. Just walk you through quickly within 2 to 3 hours. You will be very proficient with both of those, platforms that we offer. All right, let's go back to the slide, please. Now, some housekeeping stuff. Next slide, please. This is part of our outreach program, Oracle's Core Innovate program, where we, support hackathons, do tandem coding, help you help propagate and evangelize Oracle platform, cloud platform. When you arrive on Friday, and Alex, correct me if I'm wrong, the problem statement will be revealed to you at 5 p.m. And once that problem statement has been revealed, please select a team lead and come to the help desk, the Oracle Cloud Coach help desk, with the team member list, and we will immediately provide you access to the environment that you will see today. This is a quick and easy, come with the list, first and last name, email address, and we'll provide you access to your environment. Each team will have the tools in a single instance so that you can easily leverage them all. We will also have an on-site info session, much like what we are doing today. So if anybody cannot make today's or Monday's call, or you can always we'll put a video on YouTube so that you can listen to this whole call, the demo and everything. If you still have questions, if you still want to meet with us, happy to do so. Come meet us at 6:30. It's an optional on-site session. As far as help with the platform goes, we will have coaches available to you 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday and from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. So if you have any questions on how to leverage the platform, please come see us. All right? Let's give it up to Mark now to give you an overview of the infrastructure.
Okay, so let me tell you something about the platform that you will be using during this hackathon that's being hosted on Oracle Cloud. So for this platform, we are giving each team access to one compartment independently. A compartment is basically a way to organize and isolate resources so that each team can have their own set of resources. So in each compartment, there will be 2 ways to store your data, which will be one is through object storage. Each team can store their unstructured data sets into a bucket in object storage. For structured data, we are providing you with a Oracle database, the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse. This is a fully managed database just like any other relational database where you can put structured data in, and it's being optimized for analytical workloads. You will also have access to Jupyter Hub. Jupyter Hub is being hosted on a compute node or a virtual machine, and this one will spawn servers, notebook servers that have kernels installed with Python and Scala, including some libraries that can be used during this workshop, some common libraries. It's also possible to install libraries on this environment yourself. And you also have access to Oracle Analytics Cloud. Oracle Analytics Cloud will be shared between teams, and a connection to Autonomous Data Warehouse will already have been pre-made. Also, you will have a shared folder set up so that all teams can share that project within their team. Also important to know is that the Oracle coaches available for helping you with this platform during designated hours. And ATD coaches will also be available, but only for use cases. Next. Okay. Let's go now to the demo. Simon will provide you.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Siwan. Together, I have my colleague, Priti. We're all from Oracle Solution Hub here at Reston. So in this demo, we're going to show you how you can build a complete solution using our cloud platform. Here are the points that we're going to cover today. First, we're going to take a look at the products that we offer for this hackathon, a simple architecture utilizing all of these products, and how you can have access to products using our Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Console. And then we'll be jumping to the notebook environment, and we're going to look at a example project I have built for a specific use case, utilizing the product we mentioned earlier. And then we're going to take a look at another collaborative data science environment, which is a Zeppelin notebook environment that comes with Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud, where if you have SQL expertise, you can perform ETL there and also build machine learning models using a package that we offer. And then,
can you move into the the notebook?
Yeah. Yeah, and after the Zeppelin notebook environment introduction, Priti is going to introduce you to the Oracle Analytics Cloud to build interactive visualization dashboards and also to show you more machine learning capabilities there. Okay. So here is the architecture that you already saw earlier. And then, so for this hackathon and for this sample project, I'm going to be using the Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Hub environment that's hosted on Oracle Compute Instance. And then the data I'll be using are preloads into object storage. So I'll then push, after I finish my analysis, I'll push the results to Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse and utilize the Zeppelin notebook there to perform ETL and more machine learning models. After that, I'm going to push the results from Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud to Oracle Analytics Cloud, where Jyoti will show you how you can utilize the data there. Okay. Let's first jump to the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure and take a look at the products and console. So on the day of the hackathon, after you check in with us, you will be receiving your login credentials for this console. And then after you log in, this is the console that you'll be seeing and where you have access to all the products that we offer for this hackathon. So if you go to the left hamburger menu, you can see the compute instance where we'll be hosting the notebook environment. And if you go to object storage, in the bucket, you'll be you'll be seeing the data that you will use for the hackathon. That's already preloaded for you. So in this sample project I'm going to demo, I'll be using the Black Friday CSV sorting here. Let's also take a look at the autonomous data warehouse. Yeah, so from here, we'll open the Zeppelin notebook environment, and we're going to take a closer look at this in the later half of the demo. Okay, let's jump back to the notebook environment we have here. Okay, so here are the language kernels and packages we'll be offering for this hackathon. You can see we're using the Python 3 in this kernel. Besides that, we also offer a R kernel and a Scala kernel. For packages, we already pre-installed some commonly used package for data science projects, such as for Python, we have NumPy, scikit-learn, pandas, matplotlib. For R, we also install tidyr, data table, and caret. Also, same for Scala, you will have Breeze, Saddle, Epic. So if you have some package that you also like to use in the hackathon, we can also help you install that on site. Yeah, you can see here I have, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the use case we have for this sample project. So in this project, we're looking at a transactional data made in a retail store on Black Friday. So we would first explore customer purchase behavior against different products. And then using this data, we're going to build a model to predict how much in terms of US dollar each customer will purchase on next Black Friday. And then the data is available on Kaggle and can be found through this link. Yes, here I'm loading some packages I'll be using for this project. And first, I'm going to load the data from object storage to the environment. And here's the code snippets for it. So for the hackathon, we're going to offer the code snippets for all the connections, and such as loading data or pushing data that we use in this project. So don't worry, you will have the code with you in the environment on that day. Okay, as you can see, I'm loading the Black Friday dataset from object storage, and here is a brief information on that. And then I'm going to perform some exploratory data analysis on this Black Friday sales, such as finding out how many unique users we have for this Black Friday dataset. You can see we have like 6,000-ish users, that they have 21 different occupations, purchasing 3,000 to 4,000-ish products, and they all come from 3 different unique cities. Here are some plots that I generated to help me have a better understanding of my customers. So you can see for different gender groups, male and female, the median amount of dollars that they spend on this Black Friday is not like significantly different from each other. But for occupations, we have some occupations that's contributing more to the revenue than others. And here are more visualizations I built. Okay, let's see with the above analysis, I'm confident I can build a model that's to help me predict the amount of purchase that new customer will contribute. So here I'm using the scikit-learn package and build a model like this. And I'll be using random forest regressor for this model, which I already pre-built for the sake of this demo. And you can see here is the score after a cross-validation. Okay, let's say I'm now entirely happy with the results and I want to involve more open source data to help me get a better performance. This is how you can do it. You can just use the pandas package to read a CSV file or some other data file from a URL. Which I will do. And yeah, so after that, I'm going to save my prediction result to a CSV called final result CSV and push it back to object storage for data storage. And also, I'm going to push that to autonomous data warehouse as well to perform ETL on there. And here are the code snippets for it. Okay. Now, let's jump to the data warehouse. So after you're in the data warehouse info page, just click Service Console, and this will lead you to the product console where you'll be seeing your data warehouse performance in live. So you can see how much CPU you're using, and if you're running in SQL statements, you will see the performance here. And let's say if you guys are running a SQL statement that's eating up a lot of resources and you want to stop it, you can go to Activity and Monitor SQL. And this is the place where you can control and monitor the performance of the data warehouse. Okay, let's go to the Zeppelin notebook environment. And to do that, you'll go to Administration, Manage Oracle Machine Learning Users, and here, click on the house icon, and here you are in the Zeppelin notebook environment. I've already pre-created a notebook for this demo and called ATD Hackathon. So here you can see the results we got from our previous model has already been loaded. And you can do ETL here. Like I did here, I try to find the highest transactions in each occupation group, and here are the results for it. Okay, right here. So if you have SQL expertise and you prefer to do machine learning using SQL, we also offer a package that's called DBMS data mining package, where there will be we'll offer a list of previous algorithms that you can use to build a machine learning model using SQL in this data warehouse code. And the list of algorithms will be provided to you in the hackathon as well. Yeah. So one last thing before I hand it over to Judy is I would like to show you all the code snippets you will have for the connection. So in this notebook environment, you will see notebooks such as AWC connection using Python SDK, and also R connection to the product that we mentioned. Okay, here are all the code snippets. Now I'm going to hand it over to Judy and let her show you the capabilities of Oracle Analytics Cloud.
Okay, thank you, Siwan. Hi, everybody. Today I just wanted to go through the Oracle Analytics Cloud console just as an introduction, and also some of the cool self-service capabilities that come with it. So basically, Oracle Analytics Cloud is a platform as a service offering which comes with a lot of comprehensive capabilities spanning from self-service data visualization, and you can do a lot of smart data prep as well, enterprise class reporting, and business intelligence. So let's particularly look at some of the self-service aspects that comes with this platform. So I just wanted, this is the homepage of the Oracle Analytics Cloud. For the hackathon, we've actually already would have created the autonomous data warehouse connection, and you can actually just find it under this tab. So you would, to create a connection, you would just go and click on create and connection. But to just make things easier for you, we would have actually already done that, and you can find a saved connection under the connections tab here. So once you create a connection, you'll be able to pull in your schema or the data set that you have stored in your data warehouse, and that would appear in your data set tab. So as you can see here, I have two data sets. And so once you have your data set here, all you have to do is just right-click on this icon and say Create Project. So once you're in the canvas for the project, you'll see your data set that's imported here, and here you can start building your visuals. So I can see my schema here. I can see all the various attributes and measures that come with it. So since I have just predicted the purchase, or C1 has predicted the purchase trends, I want to go and analyze some of them. So I'm going to click on predicted purchase, and let me see what the pattern is across the various age groups. So I'm going to click on age, and so now I have and right click on both of the after I've chosen both my attributes. So I have two functionalities here. I can either select create best visualization, in which case the platform recommends the best visualization type for the selected attributes, or I also have the flexibility to go and choose which visualization type I want to use. But in this case, I'll just click on create best visualization. So here, as you can see, it comes up with visualization of predicted purchase trends for the various age groups, grouped as categories, like ages between 1 and 17, and 18 to 25, 26 to 35. So you can see the purchase trends for the various age groups. And you just want to make it more colorful, and we're just going to drag and drop age into the color section, and you can see it colored by the various ages. And also next, let's take a look at the number of males and females and what city they originate from. So I'm just going to click on the row count, and I'm going to click on choose the gender, and let me choose the city category. And in this case, I want to actually go and pick a visualization type. So I have a lot of visualization options available to me, as you can see here. And I'm just going to go and pick donut. And as you can see here, we have the various. We can see the number of males and females categorized by the various cities that they come from, and how many of them are present for each section. So and then I also have the flexibility to go and change the visualization type. Even at this stage, let me go and change it to line and area, just to show you the various types. And I wanted to also highlight another cool feature that comes with the platform. This is actually a very nice out-of-the-box machine learning feature called Explain. So in case you want to find out a little bit about a particular attribute, I can just go right-click on that particular attribute and hit Explain. So in this case, I'm just going to go right-click on marital status, and I'm going to click Explain. So what it's basically doing is it's profiling the data to find some trends that with respect to this particular attribute. So we see that we see some of the basic facts, key drivers, anomalies, and how this particular attribute relates to others and how they drive change in the others. So here we can see that there are more unmarried people than married people, and we can also see the purchase trends of the various unmarried people versus married people, and also what kind of product categories they generally choose, and how many of them stay in the current city for many years, things like that. And next, I just wanted to also go over a pre-built dashboard that we had built. Just kind of visualizing the same data set. So here we have the predicted purchase categorized by the various occupations. You can see the various groupings of the occupations that appear in the legend here. And then you can also see the predicted purchase trends by the gender. And here you see males apparently purchase more than females during Friday. And also you see the patterns of purchase. The number of years people stay in a particular city. In this case, we see that people who stay in a city for about a year tend to purchase. So these are some of the self-service capabilities that I wanted to highlight with the platform. And also, just wanted to also highlight an important thing. So when you're actually working with your projects, so as each team has one instance of this, what is very helpful is if you go and actually save your projects in a shared folder, and you can access that under the projects tab. So here you have my folders and shared folders. So if you save your project under my folders, it's only accessible to you and nobody else. So, and nobody else has visibility to it. But if you're collaborating with your team and building it together, I would recommend you save it under shared folders. Like we've just created a shared folder here. So all you have to do is just save it under this folder, and then it's accessible to all your team members. So you can build content collaboratively this way. This is what I wanted to show. Any questions?
Well, thanks, Priti, and Siwan, Mark. So the idea here is for you to have hands-on exposure to Oracle's platform as you build your solution, and also how to make it more comprehensive end-to-end. One of the things I will give you some feedback on is that, if we want you to use the code snippet that Siwan and the team is going to be sharing with you to, if you want third-party data set, get it from the target source onto the object storage instead of downloading it, because Wi-Fi is going to be a limiting factor at the venue. So, practice that, use the code snippet to kind of move data in and out. And so it's all browser-based, and you're not actually downloading, uploading, and waiting for those files to, go through the local network. If you have any questions, please reach out to Alex Liang. So it's spelled A as in Alpha, L as in Louis, I as in Indigo, A as in Alpha, N as in Nancy G, at atd-us.com. Again, it's ALIANG at atd-us.com. Now we would like to open up to Q&A. If we could please post your questions on chat or be unmuted for questions, that'd be great.
没有，没记住那个地址。反正你录了嘛。
但是我们也看不到啊。但我们也看不到啊。
Do we have any questions?
None on the chat so far.
There's a question on the chat. It said, are we going to have access to SCM like GitHub?
Correct. So, Siwan, you want to respond to that? Git and Bitbucket?
Okay. For source control management, you will have access to the volume that is on your notebook server. In your notebook server, you also have the capability to Git will already be pre-installed in here, so you can commit your code to GitHub, or if if you prefer any other source control system, that can also be done.
3句可以看。
那过去吧，其他差不多也完了，就 Q&A 而已。
There's another question about repeating the email address. I am typing it in chat.
对，那边插。
I beat you to it, Jasbir. I just said it.
Oh, awesome.
走。那边。
Agenda that we did today. Please feel free to reach out to Alex with questions if you have any. We'll route it to the right local team member if it's for us. We wish you all the best. Congratulations again on being selected for the hackathon, and we look forward to seeing you, at the event. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye. 就完事儿了是吧？
完事儿了。